Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOCA East in beautiful Novi, Michigan for tonight's Midwest Arena Football League action between the Tri-State Bucks and the Detroit Bandits. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jack Brown, and eventually here, Commissioner of the Midwest Arena Football League, Damian Santiago, will be joining me here tonight. The Bucks enter in 0 for 1 on the year, or 0 for 2, sorry. Meanwhile, the Bandits coming in at 1-0, coming in hot. And it should be a great game here tonight. Even got a new friend.
Oh, okay. Well, hello. My name is Lamar Stovall, and we got the Bucks and the Bandits playing today, man.
Right.
Finally, I get to see the Bandits physically. So
Right.
It's gonna be a nice game.
Yep.
It's gonna be a nice game. I feel like I got my money on. I'm gonna put my money on black. Now,
On the Bandits.
Now, the only reason why I say that is because I'm a terrible gambler. But I win sometimes.
Hey, how much are you saying that's because the commissioner and the owner of the Bucks is right there?
Damien isn't just a commissioner to me; he's a friend. So,
right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
hey, man,
we out here. You know what I'm saying? Just that was a good game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
And I told the enforcers it's going to be a little different with this walls and nets. And it was a barn burner. We lost it at the end because of moral and just putting our head down. But you know what? We come back stronger next week.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. We got a bye week next week. So
2 weeks to tune up.
Yep, we're going to rest up. And who do we play? I believe it's the Bulldog. Or no, we're the Bulldogs.
Right.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, the Grizzlies. That'll be a huge game.
Yep.
Massive playoff implications for the both of y'all.
Yes. I definitely want to. I would like to get my hands on these guys one time in the playoffs, so we could get the dub on them back because they got to feel me.
Oh yeah, I was here last week for that game between y'all and the Bandits. A very chippy contest.
Yeah, I know. The only reason why I got out of hand is because I wasn't here to control my teammates.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, Lamar Stovall, for joining us here today.
Of course.
Yep.
I love this sport, man, and I love that. I love having the walls. The arena is it's a different game. It puts a different attitude on everybody, you know.
Yep. Arena ain't arena without the walls.
Yeah, and hopefully we could get the enforcers back here. We need to go on a win streak. So if we went out. Now I might take my bet back because my boy Nick Kreger is on the field.
Yeah.
So see, well, like I said, I'm a terrible gambler. All right.
Yep.
I don't gamble on the NFL.
Yep.
I don't gamble on football. I gamble on UFC and boxing and anything that's one-on-one.
All right. And that was the kickoff as we are officially underway here at TOCA Novi East. And it looks like the Bandits got the ball back.
It looks like somebody fumbled it around.
Right.
And I believe so. We got a referee with the camera. I like that. All right, gentlemen. I gotta go. Love y'all. I love y'all. Love the league. Love what y'all doing. Keep it up.
Thank you there, Lamar Stovall. And now it looks like the Bucks are gonna actually retain possession.
Yeah, that's Lamar Stovall. Great dude there.
Yep. Can't quite. 1st and 10 for the Bucks.
Here we go.
That's Q Henry. It's a Q Henry. Henry getting a few yards on the play. It looks like Fredo Perkins is suited up for tonight's matchup.
Oh, he's suited up out there. Yeah, he's ready to go. But they are going with the new quarterback. That is Damon Marquise. I don't know if we had him on here or not. He's number 8. Yeah, I don't see him on the list here. But, that's number 8, Damon Marquise. New quarterback coming in. So it looks like, I talked to Coach Grundy, Larry Grundy. He said they want to come out running. They want to run the ball.
Yep. So Marquise in a major change of events here for the Tri-State Bucks after a rather lackluster offensive performance last week against the Mid-Michigan Grizzlies. And it looks like Marquise making some adjustments to the line. Sends a man in motion.
Oh.
Gonna be a rollout. Marquise keeps it himself. Marquise thrown to the ground.
That is by number 0 of the Bandits.
That is Rashad Johnson, the linebacker.
Yeah. Great job there by Rashad.
Yeah.
Reading the play there. You know, their plans were to come out running, you know, and like I said, I don't know how that's going to work because this is the passing league, you know, and you need, like I said, you need Fredo Perkins out there throwing that ball. And last week he wasn't bad in that last game, you know.
No,
he actually didn't get sacked one time in that game.
Right.
He had time, just the connections weren't there. You know,
right.
A little under route, so it's not all him in here. So we'll see if maybe the QB adjustment will work out.
Yeah. Third down for Marquise.
Sean Rizzo in the backfield. Oh, going in orbit motion, going a little different here. Oh,
running out.
Running.
Marquise taking off himself. Marquise picks up some blocks.
Wow.
That's going to be a huge first down to the 25.
Marquise. Oh, we got number 21 out there. Oh, man.
Going for a band with Kobe Reed.
Kobe Reed DB there. Oh, man. I don't like to see that. But, man, wow. So we just talked about that quarterback change with Marquise and Fredo. And you see Fredo over there, you know, he needs to be getting loosened up, warmed up. They still need him. It's still early.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, no, that was a big crucial play for the Bucs, and that's what they need. They need life after that last week?
Yeah.
Beat down, you know, by the Grizzlies, which
both
teams were not good in that game. I tell you that right now. I do the stats, and there was no stats for them. So it was pretty bad, both ends. So we see hopefully today the shift here. See these Bucs set a statement, new quarterback change. And yeah, so we'll see. But let's get back down here on the field here.
Yep. First down and 10 for the Bucs. 12-17 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-0.
Yeah, there we go. So we do have. I can bring up possibly our starting offense here.
Yep.
Yeah, so there we go. So minus Fredo Perkins there. That was a change by Coach Grundy last minute.
Right.
So I mean, you know, Q Henry at the Y there. Kyler Grundy, Harley Butler. So yeah, good stuff.
Yep. First and 10 for the Bucs. Marquise under center. Sends Q Henry on to motion. And that's going to be an exchange miscue. And that's going to be a pretty substantial loss there for the Bucs. Tackle for loss. Can bring up about 2nd and 12. You did? Gonna bring 2nd down after a rather rough tackle there. Bandits coming off a 12-0 win, dominating defense performance against the Midwest Bulldogs, who just put up a valiant effort against the Indianapolis Enforcers. Second and 12. Got a ref cam here. Got one high man. Is that in motion? Gonna be a rollout. It looks like Marquise is gonna keep it himself. No, they're gonna hand it off. And that's gonna be into the wall. And actually, hold on, it was the Bandits who had the ball the whole time. Sorry, folks, I thought that he had gotten the first down, but no, I was mistaken. So 2nd down for the Bandits. Sorry about that one. Got caught off guard. So it'll actually bring up 2nd down, about goal to go. Davion Dinwiddle, the quarterback. No, it's Zoe Prescott. Looks to be some issues going on right now between the two sides. Stoppage in the play here, actually. A bit of confusion here, folks, at this point in time. Some issues with the rules. Bandits took over on downs, ran the ball to the right-hand side of the field, got a couple yards on top of it, made it 2nd down and a decent gain. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's get down there in that huddle. The refs making some adjustments with a few player alignments where they're lining
Yeah.
up. And that's in the rule book. You know, we want these refs to give a warning to these guys before you flag them. A lot of these guys are rookies, don't know what they're doing. So see there, we had a DN lined up way outside.
Yeah, it just looked all wonky.
Yeah, so here we go. This is back to normal. So
second down, goal to go. Prescott sends a man in motion.
Here we go.
Pitch the outside. Gonna get to the outside. He's gonna rumble his way through. Yes.
Wow.
Touchdown, Bandits.
Yeah. Touchdown, Bandits. Great job by the Bandits run. That's what they've been known for.
Yep.
You know, straight running. So great job by them. 6.
Yep.
Job by him. Touchdown. We'll get that score, put it up there for you.
Puts the Bandits up 6-zip. You know, this is a pretty crucial game for both squads in terms of the playoff hunt.
Yes.
Tri-State giving a bit of a lifeline there from the Bulldogs. Zoe Prescott going to hand it off once again to Moss. To the outside, and Moss.
Yeah, try to hurdle a guy.
Yeah. Bit of an unnecessary hurdle, but whatever.
Yeah, great job there on the 2-point conversion. You know, they're really trying to make a statement here.
Tyler Thompson with a bit of a celebration after the fact.
Yeah,
8-0.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
Over 2 seconds.
All right.
Yeah, that was very good. That was Ethan Stafford there. Talking about his stats for the game. He's all excited. He had a fun game. They had a good game.
Oh, yeah, it was a great game.
Good game. We're at 7:45, clock running. Like I said, you know, this is management football, but here we go. So.
Talk to his leader.
So 8-0 ball game
I ain't get no money, bro.
after the Bandits touchdown.
And I'm happy. Hey, I told you I ain't broke at home.
So,
Ball's on the tee here.
I'm about to go home and take Kevin's basketball games. That's for sure.
And the kick from Archer is a nice kick. They're going to say it grazed the nets, though.
Hit the net. That's a really low net, man. Man, I wish I'd known that before we did this because we played off the net.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I mean, too many dead balls here.
It was pretty.
But there's the Bandits down there. They're turned up here. And like I said, this is their home. This is their home territory. You know,
right. This is their turf.
Yeah, this is their environment. It's a tough environment. For these Bandits or the Bucks, you look at the Bucks over there. They look a little low on fans, a little low on support. The Bandits are full house.
Oh, the Bandits have been packing it out every week here at Novi.
Yeah, it's all the way down to that.
Yeah,
pretty cool there. So, like I said, we got Nick Prager on offense. He's our DB, starting safety. So, got Nick Prager on offense here.
Yeah.
Sean Rizzo at fullback. They need to pound the rock to him. I don't think he got a pickup
no.
today.
No.
Kind of odd by Coach Grundy.
Yeah. Marquise.
So Q Henry at high motion.
Yep.
To the right. Marquise leading it again. I don't know.
Yep. Henry, man in motion. Marquise looking around. Throws across his body, incomplete.
Yeah, complete pass there.
Wasn't a bad throw by any means.
He's pressured. He's really pressured. Looks like he's not getting settled back there. You got to get your separation from that line. You know, that's something that Fredo Perkins struggled with as well. It's not in the line. You just got to get separated from it to give you time to, you know, you can give the receivers time to get downfield too.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not under running stuff. But, overall, pretty good 2 games, you know.
Yeah. About 5 minutes remaining in the first. Make sure to drop a like. Make sure to share this video around. Marquise sends Q Henry in motion. Marquise once again rolling out to the outside. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Big flag
as he gets thrown into the wall, and we got a Bandit down. Looks like that's Deshaun Jones. No, Jalen Johnson gonna be down on that play.
Yeah, that's not good at all. It's one of their big crucial players there.
Yeah. So that's going to march him right back down the field.
I'll tell you what, these, on the talk show, they were talking Chad and Curtis there and MAFL breakdown.
Right.
Thursday nights, they do that. They were talking, and, they were not impressed by these Bucks, So, it's something that they got to show out today, or else it's just, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
They need to make adjustments and figure it out and see what the coaching can do. So, here we go.
Q Henry, the man in motion.
There you go.
Marquise looking around, has some time in the pocket.
And
he has a lane all to himself.
There you go.
Marquise to the 25.
And there's that life for the Bucks that they need.
Yep.
He's that spark. Look, he's turned up there. There he is. He's hurrying it up.
Yeah.
He's hurrying it up on him. That's something that we practice in our practice. That's what I instill in these guys. Fast football. Look at that. Up tempo.
Marquise,
let's go.
Back up. Q Henry, he's wide open, but he's just underthrown.
He did. They had a blitzer there. Number 3 was blitzing in, but man, he had him open if he can get the time.
Yeah.
Wow, but what a change of energy around there.
Oh, absolutely.
Big change of energy for the Bucks. Look at, and these Bandits got their hands on their knees.
Yeah.
So it seems like, who's more conditioned here, because they were on high tempo. But yeah, great overall job. And that is actually 6-8. Sorry on that score there.
Yeah. Bandits did get the 2 points.
Yeah. And we do only 2-point conversions in this league.
Yep.
Substitute for kicking.
All right.
Here we go.
Marquise back under center. Under center, first, second, and third down here in the Midwest Arena Football League. It's Gladiator football.
Rizzo at fullback. Q Henry back there.
And they're going to cause him to jump an extra 5 yards for the Bucks, and the Bandits, they're looking out of sorts.
That is true. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're looking a little confused down there. So maybe, this could be the momentum swing. They need to score here. The Bucks need to score to get that tempo and that momentum back in their favor.
Because that was the issue both in the Mid-Michigan game and in all their games previous. They can get the ball. They can move the ball to, about the 15 to 10, but they can't get into the end zone.
Yeah, the red zone.
And if you can't get into the end zone, it doesn't matter.
That red zone completion percentage is very bad on the Bucks team. And something opposite with the Bandits. So hopefully this Bandits team defense can buckle down and get a stop here. You see you got 0-0 at linebacker there. He's been a key impact player for the Bulldogs team. They had 12-0 win that they just had.
Right.
So here we go. Looks like number 3 is declaring. And both teams are doing really well executing the rules. Q Henry in motion.
Marquise throws to Q Henry, and that's incomplete.
Just not comfortable back there.
Yeah, 23 with the pass defense. A bit, a little bit ticky-tack, but Tavon Archer with a huge play.
Yeah. They need that. They need to get that ball to the receivers. They haven't given them a chance to even get their hands on the ball.
No.
So they really need to give them a chance to get their hands on the ball. But yeah, the Bandits are turned up. There's Jalen Johnson there all turned up. So.
I can do my real job.
Oh, hey.
So it is third down now. And another offsides call. The Bandits are looking a bit shaky here with how often they're jumping off sides. And that is going to be a free first down for the Bucks.
Wow. So, Aaron, momentum swinging. They're marching their way down the field here. So, let's get back down. They're up tempo. Q Henry.
First down, 10. Marquise rolling around the pocket. He fumbled it.
Big recovery by James Reed there, number 54, high IQ play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the big fellas don't get enough credit there.
No.
He was
No.
He was on it like a donut hit the floor. That's what we need. We need the big fellas working, not standing there looking goofy. So, good job there. Good recovery. But, like I said, got to hang on that ball too, Marquise. So, here we go.
So, another first. It's now second down in about 12. Number 3 there for the Bandits, identifying as the blitzer. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 8-0 in favor of the Bandits, but the Bucks are driving. You're watching the Midwest Arena Football League live on Sam Shady Sports and the Midwest Arena Football League Network.
Gary Clift, owner of Clift Buick GMC. Our commercials are good, free from comedy gags, crazy incentives,
you're a saint,
loud announcers, and goofy characters. We want your business and trust.
Nobody move!
When you need a car, service, or bodywork, give us a call. There is no dealership quite like Clift's. You have my word.
Welcome back, everybody. 8-0 is the game here at TOCA Soccer East. Novi, Michigan. Alan O'Grady gives a shout out to his Midwest Bulldogs.
Here we go. Marquise under center. Great camera work this week. Here we go.
Marquise rolling to the outside. That's going to be a nice little gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and about 9. Third down, 9 yards to go. After another run from Marquise, but they need points. 14:30 remaining. The Bandits have had control so far, and the Bandits, the big thing they've been doing so well that other teams haven't been doing as well is just dominating on defense and not letting you get into gear. Again, special thanks to everyone tuning in. Make sure to share this video with your friends. Subscribe to the MAFL YouTube channel if you're on there. And also subscribe to Sam Shady. 4th down, actually. Marquise rolling around the pocket. Marquise going upfield. Is he going to get the first down? I don't think they're going to give it to him. Second effort play, though. And are they going to say that he got it? No. First down, Bandits. Bandits with a huge stop on defense. And the Bandits faithful pounding the war drums. Again, this is their home stadium. They are the main tenants of this building. And they are absolutely letting they're absolutely letting the Bucks have it. Zoe Prescott out to start the drive. Prescott sends the man in motion. Rolls out. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts back to the inside. He's got a lane. Will he find it? Oh, he's making him all miss. Zoe Prescott keeping it all by himself. Actually, he's the running back. Number 1. Keeping it to himself. Down to the 5.
Huge play there. Wow, that's number 1. And he's back from a broken finger.
Yeah, Deshaun Jones. I remember last week crying like a baby on his way out. Deshaun Jones off the handoff. Sets up 1st and goal for the Bandits, who have been running it down the throat of the Bucks. Obviously, the biggest struggle for the Bucks so far this year has been that rush defense. Let's see what they can do here. Backs against the wall. First down, goal to go for the Bandits. Zoe Prescott in the I form. Man in motion. Gonna keep it himself on the end around, and that is as easy as they come. 6 points.
That is so Prescott
With a pop at the end. The Bandits running roughshod on these Bucks.
Wow. Wow.
Bit of like a QB option wrap looked like on the play. Coach Grundy about to have his defense not hear the end of this. Bandits up 14-0 already. Well outpacing their output from the first game from their game earlier against the Bulldogs. Twins to the right.
They're coming right to the right side.
Zoe Prescott
Right to the
hands
right side.
off Deshaun Jones again.
Yeah, big stop by the Bucks there. I mean,
Yeah.
surprisingly. Because their line is no size. They have about a 130-pound guy on the line right now, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous by the coach's decision there. Like I said, I'm furious. As a Bucks owner, I'm furious. I want to go out there right now and change over this game back. You know, like I said, I got to sit back, be neutral with this, you know. But like I said, I am not happy in no way, and that does not represent any of this, the way this team does it. So that will be changed. So.
Yeah, Leonardo Moss, the man who attempted the 2-point run for the Bandits. No good.
Bandits are just playing great football. I mean, it's either the Bucks are playing just real bad football or they're playing just good football. So,
well, granted, and I was telling the viewers this, Damien. The Bucks so far, if there's any real point of weakness, it's got to be that run defense.
Right.
The run defense has been sloppy,
and that's where your line comes in play. Your D line and your blitz, you know, your backers. Make sure you got the proper calls and alignments going on pregame. You know, so
because it doesn't matter. You know, if like they're not completing the passes, if they're getting 5, 10, 15 yards a run,
so
you're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah. Here's the kickoff here. We got number 23 kicking off to number 2, Nick Kreger, Tyler Grundy.
Yeah. Tavon Archer, the linebacker.
You can watch some low drives here.
They're gonna do just that. What a beauty! And that's fumbled onto the ground.
That's bobbled by T. Bates, new add-on from the Detroit Ravens. Actually, so that's not something they usually do there. T. Sims would have. I was
gonna say if he's on the Ravens, he's not exactly used to receiving kickoffs to begin with.
That's true. There you go. That is true. But yeah, that's a new add-on we had. So he should be a good impact out there at the DB end. So let's see what these Bucks can. They got to fire back. It's just it looks like they're a little short in personnel this week. You know, it's the story of the midseason. Midseason hiccups.
Yeah, you're right at that lull.
Yeah. So we will bring out Marquise again. So
Perkins not seeing any playing time so far. I do wonder though if this continues going down this path, if Perkins gets sent in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's not feeling well. I know he had a headache in the game and whatnot.
Marquise can hand off right up the middle, and that's going to be an easy 5-yard gain. Hand off there, number 5. And that's classic Big Ten, 3 yards in a cloud of dust football.
You can't be taking time like that. He's onside.
And there's another false start. Flags flying. And that'll be 5 yards backwards for the Bucks.
I didn't want to do this fucking shit. Hang on, no, I told you I didn't want to fucking do it. Do it because they're not going to get no film. They're not going to be able to watch them enough. You know what I mean? No, Swig's got to go. Oh, right here. Get up in here. Yeah, you're good, baby.
And that will be
so we're not coming back in this huddle.
second down.
When I say play two,
Second down here.
On one, ready?
Ball goes right backwards after the marginal gain.
First down.
Hugh Henry in motion. Marquise does the same thing as what happened last time. And he's free. Going to the outside, come back in. Can he get any more yardage? No, he will not. A little bit of athleticism from the big man. Looks like here's third down. Gonna pitch out to Hugh Henry. Hugh Henry with the lane to the outside. Hit against the boards. And another solid gain there. Should bring up fourth down.
He's got it. Let's go. I got it. Yep. Get up in the huddle. Get out in the huddle. All right. Where the cue?
Marquise having command of the offense.
Let's go. Gotta have this too. This one. All right.
Give me another verse out to number 5.
Oh,
5.
Hurdle the man. Oh, no. Oh,
Big man getting some air.
Big man is not playing.
Talking about.
Yep. First down.
That's Sean Rizzo.
Ooh.
Good effort.
Yeah.
They're going to hurry up. They're going up tempo.
Yeah, first down now for the Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
Drop back for Marquise. Marquise trying to find a lane. He's not going to get it, but he's going to try and gain some yards out of it at the bare minimum. Loses his helmet.
You dirty as fuck.
Might have to take him out for a play or two. And yes, that's going to be actually a flag on the Bandits.
Let's go. Hey, Tiggs.
14-0, 5:45 remaining here in the first half. This game is quite the event.
We got to score. We got to punch this bitch in. Yeah, get in here.
First and goal for the Tri-State Bucks. Ball's going to be right at the goal line, it looks like. Could possibly be a QB sneak, maybe even a tush push here.
I'm running back.
Bandits need to crunch down. And they're going to send out Kyler. Kyler Grundy was just there to call the plays. Marquise. Still there. First and goal, pretty much right at the 1. Just hand this off, fall forward. That's all you need to do. They're actually going to drop back to throw. They're going to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Marquise finds a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Krager.
Touchdown. Oh, Nick Krager. Yeah, he is excited. That should be him.
Oh, he just bounced off the wall.
Good job there by Nick Krager. And he is a DB, actually, so that's something I like to see there, being universal.
Right. Being that Iron Man type player.
Yeah, sir. He did have he had 2 interceptions, I believe, against Alex Carter in Iron Man in that game. So.
This A+ entertainment right
2-point try now for the Bucks. Looking to bring this game down to a one-score affair, 14-6.
We got to change that score. Sorry about that there.
Marquise.
Yeah, Marquise. I mean, holy cow, dude. Came out of nowhere. Were they wearing first quarter?
Yeah, second quarter.
Oh, second quarter. Sorry.
And they're going to do a little bit of a read option play. Rumbling forward into the end zone. Did he get it? Yes, he did.
Wow, there we go. Turned up, but there we go. And that's just powerhouse football that Grundy's talking about.
Yeah, 14-8 after the touchdown by the Bucks.
He said he was going to run it down there, throw all game, And like I said, I will adjust that score there too. Sorry about that. There, where we at? 14.
14-8.
14-8. Man, what a game on both ends that we did not expect. So
3.
Yep. Definitely something here. We'll go ahead and get back down there in the field. See what they're looking like here. So
3 minutes and some change remaining here in the first half. As the fans here at TOCA East having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. We had the kickoff coming here. Get down on the field. We got number 37, Harley Butler, going to kick here.
It's going to be a pretty...
Nick Kreger there on the touchdown. Great job. Here we go. Kick's underway.
And that's a nice little low line drive. Field right about the midway point. Cut back to the outside.
Ooh, big fella.
Down to the 15.
Yes, sir. And that is 00, I believe. And he had a big game last week.
Yeah. That is Laney Swift.
Wow. He's another Neil Jones, another Sean Rizzo. These fullback is the keyest, the strongest key point in this league in position, I believe. You know, besides quarterback, obviously.
Yeah.
Quarterback, so it's like, but fullback, you give a big boy the ball, it takes 4 guys taking it.
Oh yeah.
So exciting game. Exciting game so far. So here we go.
Zoe Prescott going to hand it off to the outside.
That is.
And there is a bunch of blockers. Wow. Touchdown, Bandits.
Touchdown, Bandits.
Oh, there's a fumble, though. Still recovered.
Looks like he already hit the wall.
6 points, though.
Yeah. Great job there.
Bandits take the lead right back out to 20.
Yeah, great job.
Wasn't able to catch who the score was to play. Still, though, huge.
Yeah.
Huge run.
Yeah. Great job. Okay, looks like they're going under center, Zoe Prescott. He's been playing great football this week and last week.
Oh,
he
yeah.
had like 100 yards passing almost. There it is.
Prescott going to pitch it out. And that's
Harley Butler, big hit.
Into the wall.
Huge hit.
2 point. Deshaun Jones.
Yeah, great effort there.
In the rock star celebration.
Great job, man. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what. So.
And just as the Bucks get a huge shot in the arm, the Bandits do the same. 1 minute left in the first half, or 30 seconds remaining. 20-8 in favor, or 22-8 in favor of the Bandits.
In a world full of fakes, how to avoid buying fake items that look just like the real thing? Are you getting faked over? Experts say it's all in the details.
Sorry about that there.
Welcome back, everybody, to TOCA Soccer East. 30 seconds left in the first half here, folks, and the Bandits with a 22-6 lead.
Totally upsetting the Foxes. As predicted, though, you know, by the talk show, you know, the analysts there, they predicted it. So,
yep.
But so early. So here we go. Kick is off. Number 23, right to number 5, Rizzo. Oh no!
Oh no, goes over his head.
T-Bates
by 13. T-Bates, what a hit off to the side. Kind of forgot to do anything beyond that, though.
Yeah. So not much to do there with return. Rizzo almost had a chance, but looked like he rightfully so just let it go. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
And it looks like they are going to just let this one run out to the end of the first half. They're going to get one more playoff. No, they will not. Halftime is upon us. The Detroit Bandits lead 22-8. And the Bucks make a comeback. Got another 30 minutes of football to find out.
I'm on the start myself up.
right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from halftime. 22-6, your current score between the Bandits and the Bucks here at TOCA, Novi East. Beautiful Novi, Michigan, about half hour north of Detroit. Second half's underway. It's an onside. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a flag on the play. False start. As the Bucks try to surprise an onside. Doesn't work, though.
He said he could be on the line.
Let's see what let's see if maybe they can try a second time, fool me once, but as they often say, they don't really work like that. So they're going to reattempt the kickoff. Going to reattempt the kickoff. See if they try surprising again with an onside.
Go Harley Butler with the kick.
Then they are.
Wow.
It's not going to travel far enough, though. They're going to say it did. Slams to the wall. Nick Krager recovers it.
No, it hit the wall.
Yeah, wait. No, that's
It hit the wall. That's out of bounds. Oh,
yeah.
That's bad for the Bucks. Put the Bandits at their own 10?
There's some debates going on there.
They hit the wall. So
yeah,
there's no doubt about that. Nick Krager recovered it after it hit the wall. That's clear as day there.
Once again,
that's unfortunate there for the Bucks. I mean, that was just insane.
Yeah.
Insane kick there.
Just a little bit too much juice.
Yeah, I would say so. So let's actually get that score fixed on there. We're sorry about that again. Technical difficulties there. That is actually the Bucks at 8 and the Bandits at 22. We are actually in the top of the third.
Yeah.
So
just past 5 seconds gone here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's already quick, going a little crazy off the rip there, just based off the kick. So here we go.
Yep. 1st and 10. Still some discussions as to who should have the football. Current confirmation is saying that it should be for the Bandits. Yes, and it.
Okay, so yeah, the refs just needed some clarification on that. It's dead. They were a little mixed up about that before.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a couple other leagues going around that they're a little mixed up about, but it's just
because some will count it if it goes into the wall, some won't.
And it's strict. A lot of even our guys don't know. It's a little it's a rule that's hidden that really the people don't know about, and it's a rule that Jim Foster, like I was saying last week, really wanted to implicate and make it where we're not going off the. I think that David Baker, he made it where the commissioner of the AFL at the time, he after Jim Foster, he made it where you can do it off the wall. And Jim Foster got backing off. He's like, you know what, we're not doing that. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's not realistic.
Yeah.
Especially when in their league they don't have the glass that we have, so it would actually essentially hit a player or a person in the crowd, bounce off the player in the crowd, and then So that rule.
At that point, it's a safety problem.
Yeah. So there, it looks like they're trying to work it out here with the head coach of the Bandits down there in the field, the ref. So see what's going on there. It's a pretty simple call, though. I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty open and shut.
Yeah. I don't know what they're. Maybe just clarification with the teams, that don't know what's going on. So it looks like they're ready to go. So good job there by the refs. Clarifying that for the guys. So I think they're going to redo the kick.
Yeah.
That's something new. I mean,
for the third time, it's the second half kickoff.
So that is definitely something new here. Let me get back down here.
So for the third time, it's the second half kickoff. What one would guess, they're going to try a normal kickoff this time.
Hopefully so.
Because now the Bandits starting to cheat up on it.
There goes Harley Butler for the kick. Kick is off, same
and
spot.
Hit the wall.
He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds right there. So they need to, I think it's just something they're not used to here. I seen they switched out white hat refs because we're doing a doubleheader.
Yeah.
So the other ref, rightfully so, he's like, I gotta go home. You know.
Yeah.
So we do have replacement white hat here. We'll have to clarify with him to make sure he makes some calls. But overall, good job, good game for both ends here. Looks like the game's about to get flowing now.
Yep.
So we said, shout out to the TOCA East here in Novi, as we like to talk about.
Yep. Doing a great job here hosting us. Been hosting most of the games in the MAFL.
Yes, sir.
So it's 1st and 10 now for the Bandits after 3 second-half kickoffs. Just tell someone that happens.
Yeah. There we go.
Zoe Prescott makes some adjustments to the line.
Look like something's going on with the line.
Man in motion. Gonna hand it off again to Banks, and Deshaun Jones. Jones coming back to the outside. He's got a blocker, and he's all by himself. Did he get pushed to the wall?
It's a touchdown.
No, he did not. Touchdown, Bandits.
Yes, sir.
What a selling on top of it.
Yeah, touchdown, Bandits. Great job.
Flag of the play, though.
Oh, wow.
And it's holding against
Wow,
Detroit.
huge play there. So, yeah, we're going to probably take that back, obviously. Man, that was a momentum swing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a momentum killer. I mean, and they're really overpowering these DBs. These receivers blocking are just great. I watched them take X right out of the play. David Taylor there. And T. Bates, made a saving touchdown tackle against the wall there. But, man, it's not looking good.
First down once again.
Yeah. 12 minutes to go in the third quarter here. Clock rolling.
Two minutes have already passed us by.
Yeah, we got this, sir.
Zoe Prescott making some adjustments. Tyler Thompson in motion. Gonna hand it off to Banks again, to Jones again. Deshaun Jones. Jones forces to the wall. Took a couple different effort plays, but it'll bring up second down and about 8. Damian Santiago having a bit of a word with his players. Second down.
There you go.
Second down for the Bandits.
Good look inside that huddle there. Big boy, number 17.
Yeah.
Big fella.
Real big guy.
Yeah, I don't think we have him on there. Oh, yeah, we do.
That's William Scott III.
Yeah, linebacker.
Prescott making some chats around. Tyler Thompson running up in motion. Gonna hand it off to Jones again. Jones the outside. Touchdown. Bandits. Actually, apologies there. That was not Jones.
So they
It was number 3.
They said the ball does not lie. They went right back to scoring. So great job there by the Bandits.
Yep, 28-8. And the Bandits running roughshod.
Yeah, so that 2-point conversion. I mean, they're just running down the third. The crowd is pumped here.
Yeah,
They're going crazy.
Their home field absolutely loves it.
Yes, yep. They're turned up down there.
So going for 2 here.
Give me kicks.
Prescott under center.
They need to bring the heat. I see they're not blitzing nobody.
Deshaun Jones in the backfield. There's going to hand it off to him. He creates a lane all by himself. 2 more on the board.
Yeah, they just cannot stop. They cannot stop this run.
Deshaun Jones, that guy's got to win Offensive Player of the Week.
Definitely. No, yeah, definitely. He's
Tell
sure MVP of the game here. The way it's looking already. A 38 lead that fast.
God damn it.
Super fast there.
The Bucks looking absolutely demoralized.
Yeah, so that's definitely not something we like to see here. We're going to change that score that you see. Sorry about that again. So Bucks at 8, and then the Bandits at 30. So it was definitely not good for the Bucks, man. This is another, man.
Joriano O'Neal, the man with the touchdown.
Yeah. So.
You got to shake back. Stay up. See you next week. I'm out for Indiana. You feel me? Come on, gang.
So, yeah, and you know, the Bucks next week, they got the enforcers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I tell you what, Jack, I mean, I don't. Maybe you almost have to think about forfeiting that game if it was the Bucks. No, I'm just, you know. But, no. You gotta buckle down no matter what. Keep fighting. You know, and just any team like the Lions in what is it, 2008? You know, going Owens in 2009 and Todd going. You know, so it just shows that there's hope, silver lining at the end of it.
Yeah.
But,
I was a little kid when that happened. I was 6 years old.
oh, where? Yeah, see, I'm about 10, I think, 11. Here we go.
I was like, I'm 22 now.
The good old days, Calvin Johnson days.
Yeah. I remember those days. Those were very fun.
Football was fun.
Yeah.
There we go. We got 23 kicking. Nick Prager to receive.
Archer
Looks like
with a
Q Henry.
booming kick. Q Henry on the return. Taking up past the midfield strike. They're going to throw him right back.
Yeah, and man, dude, the blocking was just bad there.
And now the question's slowly becoming, you know, the Bandits are playing hard physical football.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and with the way the enforcers were looking earlier today, you know, could we be seeing them meeting up as the final two teams in this league this season?
It's looking like it. They're the most two dominant teams I've seen so far in this league. You know,
right.
It's going to be a good game if they play. You know, I tell you what, just the run game, which is all that. So, yeah.
So after all that, Bucks take over. 7:53 remaining in the third quarter. Once again, feel free to share live if you are watching this from wherever you're watching around the world. We hand off to the outside, number 5, the big man, rumbling, gets about 3 yards on the play. Second down and 8. Marquise going to hand it right back. Go straight back to the well. And that's going to be a flag on the play. I think that's going to be on the Bandits because it was right at the point of contact. Yeah, face mask on Detroit.
Hey, this A1 entertainment. This A1 entertainment. I'm sweating like this A1 entertainment,
A
goddamn.
huge penalty against Detroit. Going to march this one a little bit further down the field.
There we go. There we go. It's good for the Bucks, I guess.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of hope.
Yep. Third down, or actually another, they're going to make it a first down. First down ball is at around the 10-yard line, so it might be first and goal here.
Sorry about that score there. Like I said, we're doing all this ourselves, so gotta be patient.
Pitch the outside to Q Henry. Q Henry cuts back inside.
Yeah, nowhere really to go there.
Yeah.
I said, you know, Bucks, they're just not. We said that quarterback, you know, he's got to lead the team here. You know, he's got to lead up and lead the team. You know, like you see a lot of these great quarterbacks do. Hopefully, he can command them to come back a little bit, get some points on the board here. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Here we go, Q Henry.
Second down. Marquise takes the pitch, rolls back out to the outside, crossbody throw. Caught by Q Henry.
Oh, Nick Prager dropped it, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, he had it in his hands for a touchdown and dropped it. So, like I said, that was a crucial play there, crucial drop.
Yep, third and goal.
And that's another drop. I mean, we got to count the drops for this Bucks team. It's just
it's too many.
We can't have that. That's really the killer here. So, get back down in that huddle there. They need to give Rizzo the ball. I don't think Rizzo had a handoff the whole game.
No.
So, or up the middle, the gut, like right now.
Right.
Give it to Rizzo.
Marquise sends Q Henry in motion.
Yeah, no,
Marquise looking around.
There
Sidearm throw.
Wow. Great throw by
Down
Marquise.
to right.
Oh, my
At about
goodness.
the 5, I think that is.
Yeah. What a throw, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was a Matthew Stafford throw.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the D. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
5.5 minutes left in the third.
That was
Fourth down.
Oh, wow. So that's huge there. Fourth and goal. So they need this to keep it alive. See what they're chatting up in there, what they can draw up, because
they need this.
Yeah, yes, they do. So. All right, looks like they have no high motion here. They're going to go straight, probably jumbo running down the throat and seeing what there's go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There,
Q Henry in motion.
There it is.
Hand off to 5. This
he
is
get
gonna
it?
go rumbling.
Wow.
He's gonna
Oh, he
get
does.
it. No, he
Oh.
will not.
Wow. So that was just huge. They needed that touchdown.
Yeah.
They needed that. And if you see, Roseau was the only man fighting. These Bucks need to do what the Grizzlies did last week and help push their way in.
And it looks like I got the down counter wrong. Looks like this is now 4th down.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So,
Yeah. Still though, just as big as ever.
yeah. Still no Fredo Perkins. He's suited up over there.
No.
I thought I seen him suited up. So they said it's just, man, this is unfortunate for the Bucks situation here, player personnel wise. Looks like they're a little short in positions.
Yeah.
So this is just, management comes in hand. But here we go. They're breaking out. Go.
Line up wild to the outside.
Yeah. Jamal Marquise, number 8 quarterback. Q Henry at the high motion.
Henry.
There he goes.
They're gonna
there you go.
hand it
Making
off.
a hole.
Keep it to himself, Marquise.
Did he get in?
No, he's well short.
Is that 4th? I believe that's 4th down.
Yeah.
So they must have got the first a while ago. And
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they need to pound it in. This is going to be. There's a lot of football left. It's still 4 minutes, 3:30 in the third. So I mean, there's still a lot of football left to be played. Just to,
You just gotta know when to get in there.
Per se,
Yeah.
See what Coach Grundy can whip up there in the huddle.
I ain't better.
Marquise running it under center. Oh, and someone jumped off sides. I think they're gonna get the Bucks on this one.
Wow, false start there. Huge. Not what you wanted for the Bucks, man. I mean, Coach Grundy's got to be furious.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, furious. So here we go, setting the ball up. They might be trying to come up with a new play in the huddle there.
Yeah.
Might not like this first. No, they're going to go with the first call. So here we go.
Stick with whatever you drew up.
Okay.
Marquise rolling out.
There it is.
Gonna cape it himself.
He got it.
Hurdle.
Touchdown. Damon
Flag on the play, though.
Oh my goodness. It's not what they needed. That was an immaculate hurdle.
Yeah. Let's see what the
Holding,
flag
looks like.
is. And, yep, it's going to be on the Bucks.
Wow. This don't remind you of a Detroit back in the day, and they just about had it, and then it come back, the flag.
Yeah.
Back. I mean, it's football. It's what it is, but wow. Crucial. That was almost the turn point of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, these flags will kill you. It's just undisciplined. You got to be more disciplined than that in this later in the game here. Mid-season, too,
Yeah.
But like I said, these Bucks might be holding on for their dear life, so I don't blame them, I guess. But, we'll get down there back on the field.
Now the goal line seems like a distant target.
Get back down in there. Q Henry in another orbit. They're running the same play back to back.
And now
Marquise
flushes
there
out.
it is.
There it is.
Nick Kreger.
Touchdown.
Yes. Touchdown, Nick Kreger. Whoa. Good job for the Bucks. Holy cow. That's his second one. If I believe that's Nick's second touchdown of the day, number 2. Just holy cow.
Yeah.
And I think we have a new quarterback to the team. I tell you what. That was just excellent. And I think they might run it down. Oh, we got 32 seconds left. So.
We're going to run at least one more play.
Yeah. So, great job there by Coach Grundy. I mean, running the same play, it looked like. But I said great job by Damon Marquise rolling out to the left this time and giving himself time to get the play up. Here we go.
It'll be a handoff right to the middle, number 5.
Wow.
Outside.
Pushed his own guy. Pushed Nick Kreger over on the right. Man, I'm excited. I'm fired up now.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the 4.
Yep. End of the third quarter, 30-16.
Underrated.
Bucks down but not out. You're watching the Midwest Arena Football League on the MAFL Family Network.
Now a quick word about my favorite sponsor, SeatGeek. As you can see, I'm about to show you a quick demonstration about how to use SeatGeek and how easy it is to use and how user-friendly it really, truly is. So if you look at this, I'm going to go ahead and search from some sports events. I'm going to look for my hometown team, the Denver Broncos, really quickly. As you can tell, it's all very neatly organized. Denver Broncos. I'm looking for the Week 18 matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that game. As you can tell, it'll go ahead and pull up several options. I'm going to look through real quick. As you can tell when you look at this map here, there are options from green to orange to red. Red is a terrible deal. Orange is a moderately good deal. Yellow, not so great. And then green is the best deal, a great deal. And it actually goes down to a...
Welcome back, everyone. Start of the fourth. The Tri-State Bucks about to kick this one off. And it's a little bit of a squibber. And that's going to be Philham, the midfield strike.
Joe wrapped up by Tino Rakan, number 42. Yeah, he's tired of it. He came over to me inside. He said, you know what, we're going to change around our defense. So he's fired up. I'm fired up. That's good stuff, man. Yeah. So hopefully, like I said, this fourth quarter could be a turnaround here. Clock's running. You know, let's see. They need a stop here. They get a stop, maybe like a turnover touchdown. The game's close.
Right.
So it's not over yet. But get down there in that huddle again. See what Zoe Prescott can whip up, number 16 for the Bandits. He's getting up there and fighting for the top spot of the quarterback.
It's him, Sanchez, and obviously Mojo Jones.
Yep. And if you go on MidwestArenaFootballLeague.com, you can check out your favorite player stats and see who's fighting for the MVP. Here we go.
Oh, and also the fumble snap. Zoe Prescott picks up himself.
Wow,
gets
big
about
hit by
4.
71. Big hit, but yeah, they just did not take advantage of the fumbled snap there. Seeing they just let it go. The DTs need to get on that.
Yeah,
just like number 71 did earlier.
Yeah.
So, but it's just football. It's hard to tell. Hard to see everything. So we'll see if they made some adjustments here at the quarter.
Second down. 5 yards ago.
Oh yeah, J-Bo. That's Jameis Winston right there.
Tyler Thompson sends it in motion. Hand off to 00. Wide open. Lane is as wide as it could be. Touchdown. Bandits are in it again.
All right.
00.
Yeah. Can you switch it here? Let's go back to these two.
Yeah. Lonnie Swift. Another big run. And another touchdown. That's going to put the Bandits up 36-14. 12:55 to go.
Right. So here we go. We're back in the huddle. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So
another one-play score for the Bandits.
00. I got to pull the name of that guy, man.
Ronnie Swift.
Ronnie Swift. There you go. You got it. Yeah, he's a killer out there in the field. So here we go. Zoe Prescott under center.
Leonardo Moss, the man in the backfield.
Out.
Prescott taking it in himself.
Big
Goes the outside. That might be in, but a flag on the play.
Laundry on the play. He's calling it off, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, holding. Yep. Story of the game there. Holding. Both ends. Both offensive lines are undisciplined today.
Yeah.
Not playing very well.
Just sloppy.
Yeah. Tell you what, I mean, the Bandits offensive line's pushing. They're pushing. They're making a hole. I could have drove my car through that. It's tight. So I mean, this is insane. Something's got to change here. They need to bring. I don't think they bring any blitzers. I haven't seen nobody declaring on the Bucks.
No.
They need to bring some blitzers. You need to play contain and blitz a backer. Right. So they have nowhere to go. Met right there with the blitzer. So it's just not clicking for them. It's not.
So they're going to re-attempt the two-pointer. This time from about the 7.
There we go.
Prescott once again on our center. He's going to drop back and try
Oh,
throw it. Oh, my
sack.
goodness. What a sack.
Sack by number 71. Wow. That's what they needed to get the life back to the Bucks. Wow.
Just flying in.
Yeah. 2-point conversion, no good on that.
And that will bring us to another break here. 36-16. Bucks, 20 points down. You're watching the Midwest Arena Football League here on YouTube and Facebook.
Check out our official sponsor, the Upside app. Available free to Android or Apple users. Download Upside using our code SAM363682 to get an extra cashback bonus on your first purchase. Upside is an app that will pay you cash back for purchases you are likely already making. Whether it's filling up your tank, taking the family out to eat, or buying groceries, Upside is looking to bring you more widespread offers each day. Not only will we both receive a one-time bonus for your initial sign-up and first purchase, after each gas purchase after that, Shady Sports Network will receive a small referral bonus as well. The same can be said.
Welcome back, everybody. Ball's on the tee. Just about ready to get this one back underway. Tavon Archer here to kick this one off for the Bandits.
Try not to talk too much because I had to mute your mic.
I'm sorry.
Going to be making some more adjustments here on the line.
There we go.
Archer going all the way back into the goal.
He's coming back. There you go.
Yeah. And a little poocher
Two T
taken
Bates.
right at the midfield line by T Bates. T Bates
Wow.
causing someone to lose a couple hamstrings.
Yeah. Good effort there by him.
Yep. 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. Bucks down by 20, looking like they're about to drop to 0-3.
Yes, sir. Unless something miracle happens. You know, Dick
Yeah.
Trader gets another touchdown or something crazy, but I mean, it's the story of the game here. Something you want to, definitely get back to the drawing board over your break. And you got the enforcers next. Like I said, that's brutal. Brutal.
And you ain't in the confines of Novi anymore. You got to go out to Indy.
That too. Yeah.
Hugh Henry, the man in motion, going to pitch out to the outside.
Oh.
Henry's got to seam the outside. And another huge hurdle. Unfortunately, that time wasn't quite as big of a jump. Threw the ball into the helmet.
Yeah. Wow.
And they're going up tempo.
Oh, up tempo. Yep, they're going right back to it.
Yep. Marquise running back under center.
Oh, same
Henry.
thing. Oh.
Going to hand off to number 5 instead.
Rizzo.
Number 5, Rizzo, get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks.
Touchdown, Bucks. Great job there. Great job.
6 more on the board. Going to make it 36-22 in favor of the Bandits. Now the question becomes, for the Bucks, do you start onside in if you get this 2-pointer?
Oh, it's straight. They need to go hurry up right now. Clock's running still.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no time to be wasted.
And they have all 3 timeouts. You have to also remember.
Right. And just, man, key players here. Hugh Henry stepping up. Sean Rizzo, like we always see him stepping up. So
2-point attempt. Marquise going under center. Going to send Henry in motion. Pitch out to Henry again. Are they going to get it? No, they are not. He is short.
Wow, they did not need that. They needed the extra 2 there to make it a close game.
Yep.
So that is to make it a 12-point game. Now it's 14. That's just they need 2 touchdowns. This is
2 touchdowns and at least 1 conversion to win this football game.
I mean, they got to do something here. So.
Butler back deep to kick this one away. And they're going to need something on this kickoff. They're almost certainly going to go for the onside. Be shocked if they didn't. Making some adjustments to the kickoff formation.
Alrighty, looks like they're kicking it off. It's Harley Butler.
Butler with the onside. Oh, it's tipped up, but it's going to be taken away by Jones. Jones going to the outside. Can he find a lane? No, he will not. Still, oh, he pitched it. He pitched it back, and I don't think the Bandits have gotten on top of it yet. Who has the football? Bucks are saying they have it. Do they? Oh, some extracurriculars. Oh, you don't like to see that.
Definitely something you don't like to see. But like I said, it is chippy and clock is running. So it's
Yeah.
just another undisciplined move by the Bucks to allow clock to be wasted when you don't need it. So that's
Right.
You lose your own games, you know, how you lose your own battles. You know,
Yeah.
it's fighting your clock. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is where, you know, when I played, we were, you know, we didn't, you know, somebody's got to be down there controlling this team, telling them, hey, clock's running, let's go.
Yeah.
Get on the line. You know.
Just go.
Yep. So very selfish move there. Flag they didn't need either.
And another flag. I
Another
think it's going to be a
flag.
delayed game, actually.
Yeah, looks like clock at 5.
And the Bandits are going to be happy to take this one as it comes.
Yep. Well, they offset there.
Yeah. Bandits did end up recovering the football.
And the clock running. They shaved about 2 minutes
Yeah.
from that. So
They're going to
there
march
they go.
this one up the field. Now it's going to be to about the
And you see Coach
about the
Grundy.
9-yard line.
Yeah.
First and goal
Yeah.
for the Bandits. Zoe Prescott going to be running under center. It's going to be first down after nearly 2 minutes of clock wasted.
Wow.
Hand off to Jones.
Can't stop
Jones going to be wide open,
Touchdown.
and that's going to be
Oh,
in.
short.
No, they're going to
Yep.
say he's down.
He's down with the 1, it looked like.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Nearly guaranteed 6 almost.
yeah. That's not, you know.
And the Bucks have an injured player.
Oh,
Just insult to injury.
yeah. It's Tino Rakan there. Not what you like to see as a star player of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Huge there. Looks like they had Marquise, the quarterback, coming in.
Yeah.
That linebacker. Like I said, this is just insane with the personnel that's going on right
Yeah.
now. Insane.
Second and goal. Zoe Prescott's gonna keep it himself.
Oh, no,
I know
sir.
they pitch it out to
Did he get it?
Jones,
I look like you
and
got
they're
it.
gonna give
They
it
got
to him.
Touchdown.
Touchdown,
Yes,
Bandits.
sir. Rightfully deserved, too. So, I mean, good effort there by Zoe.
As the Bandits now hang 42 on the Bucks to just 22 in response.
240 left to go. Not what you want.
No.
I mean, good effort by Zoe Press. Good awareness to be able to hook and ladder that a little bit to
Yeah.
number 1. And so they're turned up down there. And how many touchdown runs is that?
I think that's
can't count.
5 or 6.
I can't count. And they had 3. The Bulldogs, Quad Jones had 3 against them week 2.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do against this? I mean, holy cow.
2-point try now. Hand off to Thompson. Thompson gets the edge, and that is as easy.
That is in. Great job by
2
Thompson.
points.
Yeah, 2 points there. Great job.
44-22. Less than 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
That just swung like crazy. That scored. I mean,
Yeah.
we're down to 140. I mean, nothing really happened much. Called timeout. Harley Butler called timeout. So.
You're right.
Very IQ play there. At least we got a timeout. They had 3 the whole second half. So I don't know what the heck they did there, but yeah, we'll go ahead and take.
Take quick little break. 44-22. Can the Bucks at least make it respectable? Let's figure that out after this break. Welcome back, everybody.
That was a nice look at the Novi community there on that commercial.
Yep. Beautiful suburb of Detroit. Got 12 Oaks Mall, Suburban Collection Showplace, and TOCA Novi. Technically, 2 total soccer complexes. Home of the same company. Tavon Archer kicks this one away. That was actually going to be a bit of a squib. Harvey Butler, the kicker, with kick return duties?
Wow.
Who knows? Anything's possible in the MAFL.
I'll tell you what. Oh, my goodness, Jack. That was pretty cool. And this is the momentum they need. With a minute 19, they're not rushing to the line with the running. No hurry up, but urgency by the Bucks. They're dragging out to the line, taking their time on a play. You see Damon Marquise is like, hurry up.
Right.
I think they're under a minute. I mean, this is just.
They're going to take it to the 1 minute warning, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, 1 minute warning.
There it is.
Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and get that 1 minute warning going.
1 minute remain in the ball game. We 1 minute to go. Bucks down 44-22.
1 minute warning.
Yeah, so it looks like here that the Bandits are going to advance to 2-0, and the Bucks going to fall to 0-3 on this. At this point, I can't even necessarily say young campaign. It's mid-season already.
Right, yeah. And the main thing is, like I said, we can make sure, these teams can sustain management-wise, finish the season. Make sure that they can, financially and, all that. So, this is, a great first-year demo product here, to give the fans to see what we're working with for next year when we come back stronger with money behind it.
Right.
So, here we go. Get back down on that field. Looks like they're ready to go. We got a minute, 53 seconds left. 44-22. Bandits.
Hand it off, and there's a bit of a misdirection play.
Yeah,
who has it? Nobody does after the incompletion.
Yes, yeah. And that was
Grundy.
That was Q Henry. Q Henry there.
Yeah. Got some extracurriculars here. Flag on the play. That's going to march the ball up the field.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, that's not what the Bandits needed. I mean, you're not going to win, but, they could get the 30-44, which, it's close. That's what we want in the MAFL. We want them high-scoring games, and that's what we've been getting. If you notice, compared to the beginning of the season, it was all low-scoring games. Forcers, did the thing.
Yeah.
But here, though, this is pretty impressive by the Bucks to put up, their first 22 points of the year, and impressive by the Bandits to put up their 44.
Oh, yeah. No, because, again, the Bandits have been mostly a defensive team so far this year.
Correct, yep.
No one – but now they found their run game. They found that bread and butter. They run borderline triple option, but, hey.
Yeah, it's they're pretty much just telling the Bucks, you can't stop us. We're going to go every time, same thing, and you can't stop it. We're too strong.
Yeah.
And they are undersized. You look out here, they're a little bit.
Right.
But
first and goal for the Bucks. Q Henry in motion.
There he goes.
And it's going to be Marquise keeping it to himself. He picks up the blocks, picks the juke to the inside. Touchdown. Tri-State Buck flag on the play, though. Are they going to get 54 for a hold?
It could be. And that's James Reed. I think they're going to get on the hold there. Another touchdown calling back. That's the second touchdown the Bucks had called back today. I believe it was. Was that called back? Yeah. Holding offense. And this is something that, we talked about it earlier on discipline line, and that's a new add-on they had, James Reed, the Bucks there with the unimpressive big-time flag that just does not need to happen for your team.
No.
That's just, you're kicking the dog when he's down. I mean,
running the clock. There will probably be time for one more play.
29 seconds running, 25. And I think they do have a timeout left, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they have 2, actually.
Yeah, 2. So this just shows.
Under 20 seconds. Marquise under center. Q Henry in motion. Running back. Marquise running around, trying to find something. Throws the ball cross body. And what a deflection there. Tavon Archer. What a play, an athletic play at that.
Coach Grundy calling a timeout, strategic timeout there. I mean, for no reason, but what a great break.
I was gonna say incompletion clock stops.
4 seconds. Incomplete clock stops. But I mean, holy cow! I mean, he had T. Bates wide open there.
Oh yeah,
in the middle of the end zone, and just great breakup. You couldn't teach that.
Right.
It was there. But I'll tell you what, though, like I said, I think the Bucs found their quarterback going into Enforcers.
Yeah.
Maybe like I said, Fredo's feeling well. I don't know if he's got head injury or whatnot. He got a headache. But if he's active, and you guys use both of them. That's
it'll be great. Yeah, it'll be great.
Get some running going, get some passing going.
Yeah.
There you go, Kyler Grundy.
Most likely last play of the game. Marquise moving around the pocket, throws incomplete.
That's ball game.
And that will be the end of this one. The Detroit Bandits hang 44 on the Bucs and win 44-22. In what has been a great day of Midwest Arena Football League action. I've been Jack Brown alongside Damian Santiago, the commissioner of the MAFL. We say so long from TOCA, Soccer East, and Novi. Have a fantastic Saturday evening.
You're watching Shady Sports Network. Tune in, hit that like button.
You might wonder, what do these guys do? Player signing announcements. I never in a million years thought you would actually come on to break this news. So without further ado, go ahead and tell everybody what happened today.
Yeah, man. I just had to work